So, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit today about my research paper that's coming up and something that I've noticed in well, not all, but most of the dystopian texts and movies and television shows that I've seen is that there exists a pattern within them. And I like to call this pattern the bubble pattern. Sounds really cliche, doesn't really make a lot of sense, but hopefully I'll be able to clarify it a little bit for you. So, I've noticed these bubbles within a lot of dystopian fiction, and these bubbles tend to be utopic bubbles. So, what I mean by that is that there's a region within the dystopia that is thought by those within this dystopia to be a utopia. And so, like bubbles, they're sectioned off from the rest of the world. They seem secure, but they pop easily, so they disappear quite quickly. And yeah, they glisten in the light, so they show off a rainbow of colors and can sometimes expand to encompass a region larger than previously believed to be possible. And when you gaze into its depths, the inside of the bubble can seem more beautiful and mysterious than the outside world. But what is most fascinating is how easily they pop or cease to exist. And so utopias are like bubbles in both cases. They appear to be more beautiful and serene than the world around them, but yet the idea of a utopia is so fragile that it can disappear in an instant. In fact, they can vanish so quickly that they may never have existed at all, and they were just conjecture by those living within the supposed utopic bubble. And so, one of my main points is that the use of bubbles or sectioned off utopias within a dystopia serves to further highlight the effect of the dystopia, specifically to argue that utopias are merely theory and could never truly cease to exist. A lot of time to go in depth on a lot of the aspects of my paper, so I'm going to outline them briefly for you guys. So, here are some characteristics that are fairly common to utopic bubbles. So, firstly, the citizens within the bubble belong to the elite class, and they typically follow the established society blindly because they are content with their lives. They possess luxuries as members of the elite class that others in the dystopias around them would never possess. So they're fed lies through propaganda about the beauty and power of their civilization in order to keep them in line and supportive of the existing government. So another characteristic common to utopic bubbles is their environment. So it's fairly clean and controlled, and it almost seems like a fish tank. So it's isolated to some degree from the rest of the world, and the citizens within watch those outside their bubble, but also they're unknowingly surveilled as well. So, a couple other topics I'll be hitting on are Marxist theory and disillusionment, and again, I don't have enough time to go more in depth, but I'll make sure to do so during my presentation. So, in summation, while utopic bubbles appear to be beautiful and serene externally, this is by no means the case. They're often found to be hollow, similarly to real bubbles, and they possess little to no substance. For example, the people within the utopic bubble believe that they're living one life, but in reality, they're living another. So, the use of sectioned off utopias within a dystopia serves to further display the effects of the dystopia as a whole, and also to argue that utopias can't ever really truly exist for any extended period of time because what may be a utopia to one person could be another person's dystopia.